Hello everybody, and welcome back once again to emmavoid's Let's Play of The Outer Worlds. Last we left off, we'd gotten onto this nice big space station type place, and there's a lot of problems going on here. But first things first, Parv wanted to get to meet the engineer person. Ooh, it is warm in here apparently.
This is how
Those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from
Parv.
the dangers of alien
Let's see.
wildlife and the unemployed?
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
Of
I could
course.
spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn, though.
Hello, Junli.
Junli Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Ah, yeah. Captain of the Unreliable. A bit grounded at the moment, though.
I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it.
Yeah.
Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
I'll do whatever I can to help you keep the peace.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Once I get out of impound, I'm bound for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Parvati, you wanted to talk to Junli. Go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Nudge Parvati. Come on.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Parvati, don't be shy about requesting time off if you need to compare notes in person.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it.
Oh, Parv,
Honest.
you're such a disaster
Sorry.
lesbian. Nice job, Parvati.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
Yeah. I heard you had something of a heat problem. What's up with that?
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Oh, it's no good. And why haven't you fixed them?
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Surely no, that's no room for compromise?
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
That'd be bad. Sounds like you need a contractor to work this out. I'm available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
But there's a catch, right?
The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Have you tried sending in anyone else down there to get the parts?
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back.
Oof.
I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
None taken.
Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding.
Alright. And any chance we could talk it out with whoever's down there?
Those idiots are immune to reason, and they don't much care if the station melts to pieces. They're content to die last. If you could find some way to solve this without violence, I'd prefer that. But more than anything, we need those parts.
And you can't get them anywhere else?
You must not have been here long. In Halcyon, new parts come by way of interstellar freighters from Earth, and the board monopolizes that kind of trade. That means I'd have to negotiate with the board. I've already given them the shops, the docking fees, and a damn embassy.
Yeah. Their negotiations sound like a bureaucratic coup.
Damn right. And while I'm captain of the Groundbreaker, it falls to me to preserve this ship's independence.
Alright, well, I'll get you those parts.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Well, you've certainly got other people that we need to chat with first, but yeah, we'll get to that. Modern steel wrench and you. Well, probably shouldn't be snatching anything while she's looking. She's not looking. Oop-a-doo. I gotta see what it is. I hope it's not just junk. Okay, good. What is it? Item for one of the crew rooms. Nice. Okay, where were we?
This is Halcyon News.
Oh, well, first off,
We interrupt your regularly
let's
scheduled
poke around in here a little bit.
following story.
See if there's anybody to chat with or... Ooh,
Concerned citizens
a workbench to
often
discover.
ask why there aren't enough new faces in the Halcyon colony. We all want new neighbors.
Where the hell have you been, Private? You've missed 3 shifts without notice.
I was fixing that toilet you sent me to repair. The one above the Lost Hope?
That was days ago.
The fucking door! It locked behind me. And it wasn't until this freighter captain found me that I...
You're lucky the chief would have my ass if I spaced you. Now get back to work, Private.
Right away, sir.
Hey, glad you're not dead.
Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals.
Yeah, true. Why are you a jerk?
Watch out something doesn't explode in your face.
Well, yeah, okay. There's something hostile around here. Well, I'm sure we'll find it eventually. Anywho.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
Yeah, you tell him.
Stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, real scary. You're really gonna arrest us on our station?
Yeah, this is Chief Junlei's ship. You don't own shit here.
Step
They
back.
got a point.
I'm required by board bylaws to use excessive force.
The Mardettes would space you for trying, you waste of O2 scrubbers.
Yeah, O2 scrubbers.
Yeah, O2
Get out of
scrubbers.
here before I tell your captain what you've been getting up to on the clock.
Whatever. We got a date at the Lost Hope anyway.
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life, Marcy? Guarding stairs for that walking mustache Udon fucking Bedford? I gotta get off this detail.
Oh, Marcy. You have
Have
the
you
wrong
seen this
job.
man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells.
Huh.
Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Neat. Well, anywho. I guess we gotta go in this place, don't we? Ugh.
Wonder what's playing at the Bijou Review this week.
Ay.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
Probably for
You'd
the best
think the
part.
board and its agents would be more content, sitting at the top of the system's food chain as they are.
Yeah, you'd think.
Because she remembers you.
Ugh.
When you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were hungry, who gave you a needle full of love?
Ah, needle full of love, yeah.
Auntie Cleo,
Gross.
that's who. Have you...
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Did you have a crush on him? I'm gonna wring your neck now. Alex is dead.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
Yeah, sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
So, what was your relationship anyway?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend.
Yeah, I could see that.
You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Yeah.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
Oof. Ah, you know, eaten alive by feral canyons.
No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings.
I'm sorry. Can we get back to the topic at hand, though?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places.
Hopefully.
There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Why is the board so interested in that guy anyway?
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Sure. Well, Alex never mentioned him.
That's... well...
Technically not alive.
Just terrible news. Oh, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm here about Jessie Doyle and her debt.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
Compulsory. Oh my god. Indenture contract. How about I pay it off for her?
Kind and efficient. Can't say I disapprove. Although, seeing as this woman isn't a member of our crew, it'd be nice if the price weren't quite so high.
I think you may have underestimated the size of Miss Doyle's debt. If you'll look over this itemized bill.
Charging that much for emotional anguish? Really?
I am extremely anguished, Captain. Please respect my feelings in this difficult time.
I doubt Mr. Bedford's ever felt real pain. We could introduce him to the sort of suffering that actually constitutes extreme anguish. For the good of his understanding, of course.
Be careful you don't irritate my guards, Vicar. You might not like their rather narrow understanding of what constitutes excessive force.
Yeah, we'll cover it.
I'm glad we could come to an accommodation. You may inform Miss Doyle that our collections agent will be recalled. Now, Is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Let's see. Something else.
Be my guest.
What's up? What's with those locked doors back
A
there?
luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
Does he visit here often?
Oh, good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit junk pile. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use.
That's dumb. But, okay. So what do you do here?
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands.
Oh, that's gross. Don't say it that way, please. Yeah. Big fish in a small space station. Nice setup.
I have few complaints.
Would you be able to get me to Stellar Bay?
Good law! Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit?
So that's a no.
No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
I didn't have to crack open a thesaurus.
Best to be
Jeez.
clear, I believe.
Oh, sure. So it's kind of warm, huh?
Law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions?
Oh, you poor baby.
Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause, but I've seen no action from her. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
She's doing everything she can. It's your people's fault it's not fixed, not June Lay's.
My, aren't you, excitable.
God, I hate this guy. Hey, don't talk to her that way.
Oh, sweetie. I don't owe a grease-stained wrench jockey like her the time of day, let alone my deference.
Take it back.
I'm sorry, my temper got away from me. Please accept my sincerest apologies to you and your friend.
Wow, that's so sincere. How you feel, poor body?
I'm not used to folks saying sorry. It's not all right exactly, but I appreciate the apology, I guess.
Aw.
Well, now that that's dealt with, was there anything else you wanted to discuss?
So, what's with the armed guards?
Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive.
Compensating.
They're here to keep the peace, of course.
Oh, right, of course. To watch your back, you mean?
Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independent status and so resents any board presence, no matter how benign.
Benign, like a cancer.
When the alternative is board guards at their gates, yes, I do. They don't see it that way, of course, but I can't say I much care.
Alright, well.
Ask away.
I think. Yeah, we're about done with this trip. Ooh. And a level up. Always like getting more level ups. Hey, you know what's nice about this being a video game? Oh, it requires passcode. Ugh. Alright, never mind. Oof. I could get in here. Probably best to try some other time when, you know, there aren't so many people hanging out around here with giant guns.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen?
They eat the sprats. What's spratwurst exactly?
You know what sprats are. Space rats.
No!
The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terra-fry them in their own juices.
Terra-fry? What does that mean?
Terra-frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. A mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry.
Oh. That's enough.
Just as well. Near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm fresh sprats.
I'm gonna go. Those poor sprats.
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Well, this should prove interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, no kidding. Don't run. Lost another contractor. Daily reminder that legitimate businesses don't run from the authorities. And that is what we are. Anyone seen Hawthorne lately? Aha! Unlike most of you, Catherine is bringing Sublight a constant income. From today until I say so, you're to treat her as an extension of my desk. Speaking of which, Tobias, order an extension for my desk. The locals aren't picky, except for the ones who are. And salvage. Freelancer ship after the captain misbehaved. Crew dropped so many bits at various places they can't afford to lift the impound. Whoever gets me salvage rights gets to sit quietly in my office and watch professional work. Okay. Anywho. Oops. So, I'm pretty sure that we can get some more work. Ooh, what do we want? I guess just a elevator call. We can get more work here.
Lively, Miss Holcomb.
I'm not winded. Honest. My, boot was untied.
Would hate for you to get left behind, or architect forbid, become lost.
Max, be nice to her. I like her better than you.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the unreliable?
That's me. Yeah, technically I'm supposed to be Captain Hawthorne.
Sure you are. Miss Lily has been expecting you.
Okay.
I'll unlock the door.
So you're a Sublight employee?
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
Yeah, alright. Hey, what's up?
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down.
Don't
Lilia
like
Hagen,
the sound of that.
CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
Yeah. Emmeline. Never heard of you. That'd be mean.
Charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
Don't let Ada hear you calling her ship names.
Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings.
Oh, I like her.
I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
Well, of course.
Just like in the serials.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
I don't have a nav key, but can I take the jump?
I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits.
Yeah, alright. I take it you guys aren't strictly salvage.
These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down.
Such as?
Our field is persuasive acquisitions.
Ah.
At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities.
Oh, formalities. So you're a company of bureaucratic pirates.
Your words, not mine.
Yeah, alright. So how organized is this business?
Very. I have this thing about numbers in spreadsheets. Grids in general. I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman in Halcyon, but I'll settle for being the most organized one.
You're very honest about all of this.
Hey, careful with the C word around here. I like to keep things above board, and that kind of talk only makes trouble. Sublight occupies a legal blind spot. No one knows what we're licensed to do, and that gives our little business some freedom. But let's not tempt fate.
Yeah, alright.
Ask. I have nothing to hide.
No, I guess that's all I got.
Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
On my way out? Usually that's... Okay. Legitimate business. Contractors. The authorities are on your heels. Our legal team has pre-approved you to recite this passage from our colonial trading rights. Pursuant to regulations following internally preserved Borst, what? Such a business entity would therefore be entitled to gather, maintain, and ultimately dispose of decommissioned agricultural hardware and accessories for profit or convenience. The short version, if we handle potted meat, we can legally salvage tractors and tractor parts. That's why I keep a can of borscht in Sublight-owned safe deposit box off-world, and why the goods you bring in are cataloged as farm equipment. Everything we do is perfectly legal. I'll bring home some bacon. Oh, wow. These people are interesting, to say the least. Huh, this doesn't go anywhere at all.
My dad taught me some French, you know? Stuff about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded, yet astronomically in your debt.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing at all about eggs and cheese in here. Sorry.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Oh, I love Parv.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice, too.
Hey, how's it going?
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better-than-average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Cool. You really don't like owing people, do you?
It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin.
Yeah, alright. So, you'll work for me, because I helped her.
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
So what did she do for you anyway?
She helped me win a bet.
What was the... Must have been important.
No such thing as a low-stakes bet in my book. We were on a smuggling run planet side when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur.
And?
And, as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off.
Huh. So she saved you.
Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet.
Very technically. Welcome aboard.
You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Oh, gladly. Hey Vicar, we'll catch up with you later.
Dr. Fenhill, glad you opted to join us. It'll be good to have a Sawbones on the crew.
Right. Well, let's get you set up. Excuse you, Jesse. Let's get you set up, shall we? Cool. Alright.
Something on your mind?
Yeah. If we're gonna work together, let's get to know each other.
I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook.
Cool. I was hoping to know something more personal, though.
Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it.
Where are you from? How'd you get into this line of work?
Aw, come on. That stuff's boring.
You're deflecting.
Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to give people room to breathe. I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it, but let's keep a little professional distance.
Alright, so a zero-G cocktail, huh?
It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually zero-G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky, purple berry shake if you're not.
Neat. Inventive. I like it.
I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do.
And got any experience with other captains?
Sure do. Some of it was even legal.
You weren't joking about being a pirate.
What gave it away? It's the hair, right? Or maybe the ammo belt? I had it custom made.
Wait, you want to look like a pirate?
Gotta advertise your business somehow.
I mean,
I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way.
Alright, reasonable.
Glad to hear it. It's worked for me this long. No complaints here.
Right. Well. Let's get started on finding those parts then.
Who the... Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
No sudden movements. This guy's crazy, even by my standards.
Oh, cool. Hi, pal. What's your deal? Oof, corpsey.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Huh. Yum, yum.
Gross.
Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Burning to death is one of the most painful ways to go. Just in case you needed a reason to get us out of this.
Oh, sure.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Uh-huh. Alright, well, put that down before you incinerate the whole place.
I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
Oh, thanks. We're just here for some... that's not mentioned, Junlei. We're just passing through. Can we go?
Passing through? This is dead-end territory. But you talk like you're on a journey. The path matches your step. Stretches out ahead of you. Yeah. The second floor is my place. Off limits to the likes of you. Whatever business brings you down to my domain, keep it local.
Huh. Alright, well. This place is definitely interesting. Huh. Hey, what's your deal?
You're the first person I've seen who talked their way past McRed. That may not sound like much, but take my word for it. Wow.
Yeah. So, looking for some radiator parts. Engineering could probably use your help with them.
I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
Sure. Whatever your deal is. Can I? I mean, it's not red.
It ain't stealing if no one sees.
Hush, they're like right here. Aww, Petey. It's cute. Yeah, I get the feeling that we're not going to be able to find what we want without starting a fight. Alright, McRed.
Neighbor from above. What brings you to my little moonlight kingdom?
So, we're... Maybe we'll talk to you a little first. I saw your letter from Rizzo. Galactic mushroom sounds like a great beverage.
They rejected it again, didn't they? I thought I could take my fungus garden and go corporate, you know? Damn! Maybe I'm better off.
Yeah, probably.
Rizzo's wouldn't know innovation if it bit him on their backsides. You're a natural inventor, Mr. McRed. Don't let him get you down.
Kind of you to say, engine gal. You're a lighter in dark times.
Right. Well, how'd you end up back here?
Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded. And my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile.
I mean, yeah, basically. Sounds a lot like what happened to me.
Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the groundbreaker drains you like a fuel tank.
I'm here for some parts.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew.
Uh-huh. And what are you doing to that poor engineer?
We were just sitting in a circle, sucking down exhaust fumes and toasting to the memory of our brain cells. Making this broken angel fly again.
Huh. So, I can grab that part?
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
Ah, prophecy. Wow, we are really low on bits after I paid that thing. These parts are leaking deadly toxins. I'll just come back after you're dead. Yeah, let's go with that one.
Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle. Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
I'm not sure how that convinced him, but thanks. I'm glad I didn't have to kill you. It would be nice to have been able to steal all your stuff, but...
Unexpected noise identified.
Me? What? Nothing. I didn't do nothing. Don't mind me.
I guess I'm honored. We got another complaint. People don't like worms in their shrooms.
Aw, they're just tilling the soil. Besides, they're my friends.
Find a new friend. This worm fixation is screwing with our bottom line.
Who the hell do you sell them to? Junior mycologist log. Now I grow shrooms for a bunch of outlaws. They eat the damn things by the handful. Some of the crew have been tripping for weeks. Sublight contractor got dissolved in chemicals, flushed down waste treatment for stealing from Lilia. Now McRed, he's always happy to see me. Calls me his fungus lad. McRed just set a man on fire for having his laces undone. Shit. Maybe I need to be more careful about what I'm growing. I'll have to find something that calms him down. Well, these are very pretty mushrooms, at least. Where on earth am I gonna find those parts?
Today's my birthday.
Oh yeah? Fuck your birthday.
Ah. Radiator parts.
What do you say we get out of here before we join whoever that was on the grill?
Yeah, no kidding. However, I kind of really want some of the stuff around here. Specifically, I want this. Look at him. Petey, he's so cute. There's 3 of these guys here. Or 2? 2. Three. Oh, I was right the first time. Yoink.
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I was just leaving. No, here. 29 bits.
You and I
Fuck
never
off.
crossed orbit.
I just wanted a cute thing for my ship. Leave me alone. Right. Well then.
This is Halcyon.
Here, lady. Fix your damn ship.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
Yeah, well, I got your parts.
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Oh, of course. Define slight.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle.
Cool.
We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Yeah, alright.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires.
Fires.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Parv, you have the biggest crush on her. It's adorable.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis.
Uh-oh.
Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next.
Oh, good.
Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Boy.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pumps.
Gotcha. Being sneaky is tougher than it looks. Alright, I don't think we're getting past these ones without blowing them up. Nice.
Just like that.
I don't think they're going to be able to repair that one. Right. Alright. Ooh, solid state radiators at 102% capacity. Lithium fluid pressure. Museum heat sinks. Logs. Cobbled together. Staff's getting reckless. Work around and half-cocked solutions for all we've got. Can rally our spirits. What happens when I'm not around? Groundbreaker's real test will be seeing if our independence outlasts me. Found some of Chief Goying's old schematics. Groundbreaker must have taken a beating during the crossing, because she spent half her career patching it up. A lot of corners cut. Found the layout of a hangar that doesn't match any of my docks, something that might have gotten sealed off along the way, like blood cells isolating an infection. Hate to put sentiment down in print, but every time I open a panel or find some workaround in the guts of this old bird, it's like I can feel you reaching out to me from the past, Grandma. Aww. Alright. Non-expendable personnel must exit maintenance shaft before activating cycling protocol. Oh, good!
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Hey, how's it going?
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive.
Yay!
If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Cool. So, what's up?
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time. And no, Ellie, that offer does not extend to you broadcasting another of your crude jokes.
Hey, that's a real planet, and no one's seen it in a long time.
Damn it, Ellie, I don't have time for your shenanigans. Anyway, like I was saying, you aiming to send a message, you better be quick.
Okay. Why would you run out of time?
Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... sometime dire soon.
Gotcha. So why are you gonna lose comm capabilities?
Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
Wow. Yeah, sounds like it's time to get one of those back online then.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
Well, I could definitely check in on it.
I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
You just let the messages sit there.
It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
Yeah, alright.
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly? Maybe you ought to help your...
What are you saying, Martin? That's an Auntie Cleo's product.
My law, what have I done? The company will have my head. Both of them. This is awful. Help me! Oh, laws!
Gotcha. What I wouldn't give to see the look on your face. This guy's real easy to fuck with.
What kind of depraved mind would conjure such a nightmare?
That's Ellie. Isn't she great?
Agree to disagree. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to put this behind us and forget it ever happened.
That was funny. Fair warning, you're still logged in on one of the public terminals, by the way.
Shit. Oh, shit. No, I mean, yeah, excellent. Yeah, that was intentional. As the face of Spacer's Choice, it's my honor to be a public figure. Who needs privacy when you have job security?
Miss Ellie, Dr. Finhill. I notice your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully? You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
No, Parv's just really nice. It's just how she is.
You take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Finhill.
I oughta. It's kept me alive this long.
I mean, you treat it nice. makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way about my wrench.
Look, it's a tool that does a job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
They are very different.
Hey, you got a second?
Yeah. What's up?
Fancy running into you again.
Uh-huh.
Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
You're pretty eager to throw in with somebody you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
If you're trying to convince me to hire you, you're going about it all wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers?
You're all over the place. Just be yourself.
Sure, I can be myself. I can be myself better than anybody else in the system. You're looking for crew, I'm looking for a way off this port. So we've got something in common already. And yeah, I know I came on a little strong, but honestly, when was the last time anybody was so eager to throw in with you? That's gotta count for something, right?
How about an interview?
Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
Alright. What's the value of pie?
It's delicious. Mock
True.
apple pie and a tripicale crust. Maybe with a little cream on top. Classic.
Cool. And, are you any good in the fight?
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise.
And what's your biggest flaw?
Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker.
You know, I have a hard time saying no to potential teammates. So yeah.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
Alright, I'll see you in the ship.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
You got a crew now, Felix.
Anywho.
Huh? Oh, I am alert and awake. Not to worry. I take our ship's security highly seriously.
Oh, Ada. Right. Well.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Is the ship about to blow up?
What? No. If it were, I'd be hollering loud enough to wake the dead. So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages, I got him here on my data pad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure.
Aww.
I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
Parv. Does it come from the heart, you'd say?
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda.
Aww, Parv. Sounds like she likes you.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it.
Valid.
It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
Aw, Parv. You're about the warmest person I've ever met. To hell with them.
Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, she's so precious.
Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel?
Everything okay?
They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
We're close. Not anymore?
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
You said you don't drink. Will you be alright?
If you're there, I'm sure things will be okay. Like, I mean, you wouldn't let nothing bad happen to me, right? Thanks for asking, by the by. It means something to know you're looking out.
Ah. Parv. You're adorable. Don't get hurt. Tiny! Oh my gosh, tiny baby. That is the best thing ever. Oh, I'm so glad I took that. Alright, Felix.
Good to see you, boss.
So, how'd you end up on the Groundbreaker anyway?
Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays.
And then you were raised by a pack of sprats, right?
That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. I always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way.
Uh-huh. So you were stowaway.
That's what they called us. Orphans with no family, no company to take us in, nowhere to go but the back bays. The word's a touch kindlier than rung leech, but the meaning's just as clear. If you can't support your own self, you don't deserve to be on the Groundbreaker.
Well, how'd you manage?
Same way we all do. Look for work and hope somebody would give me a shot. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on.
Right, the instant with the tossball stick.
Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint? But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a tossball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it.
I've had plenty of practice. Couldn't have been more diplomatic about it.
Yeah, I mean, in theory. But I wouldn't have felt half as good. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives.
Please, if I hadn't picked you up, you'd probably be in a prison cell.
Oh yeah. I had a prison cell back on the Groundbreaker. Carved my name on the wall. I wonder if it's still there. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
Right, well.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
You hesitated there. Why aren't you telling me?
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
Seems awfully convenient, though.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Alright. Well, I guess we'll be stopping there at some point. Alright. Hey, Ada.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I'd like to continue our conversation from before.
Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated.
Aww.
Was there another topic on your mind?
Okay, Ada. Well, we don't need to discuss Alex directly, but I was wondering how he improved your design.
Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields, while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning.
So where did you come from originally?
The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth.
Interesting.
I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did.
Alright. Well,
How can I be of assistance?
we've got a distress call. What's up with that?
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
Alright. Before we get to that, I wonder what the entertainment option is.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Play my favorite song.
Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
Oh god.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
Ada, why? That's not my favorite song.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
Oh god. Ada, tell me a joke.
Two atoms were strolling through Roseway when one of them exclaimed, "I think I lost an electron." "Really?" the other asked. "Are you sure?" "Yes, I'm absolutely positive."
Ha. Ha.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders. Goodbye.
Alright. Well, that was a thing. So, we need to go to that relay, and there was also Roseway? Where was Roseway? Well, let's deal with that relay first. Right.
It's a touch different from the ones I've seen. Shouldn't be so hard to get it patched up, though.
Perfect spot for some peace and quiet.
Kinda doubt that. Yeah, those robots don't look friendly. Let's see. Home security control system, display status, set to patrol, kill on sites. List of valid owners, Alexander J. Frey. Let's see if we can update their routines and begin a charging cycle. And that should certainly help. Last night I dreamed, and it was beautiful. The streets of Byzantium were decorated with crimson streamers that laughed in the breeze. They asked me to take them, to give them to my special ones. I gathered the crimson in my arms and felt so alive, so happy. I turned, and Delilah was beside me. I did not question why my supervisor was there, her eyes so full of the emotions I know she feels but dares not show at work. Oh dear. I wrapped her neck in crimson, tying it tight as a scarf on a cold day. So beautiful. Then the crimson on her neck opened as a second mouth and began screaming. Screaming. When I awoke, I was scared. The dreams are so real now. And this time, I recognized the face. I had to leave work early today. Every time I looked at Delilah, I heard a whisper in my mind about how beautiful she would look with a touch of crimson on her neck. Her neck. This must stop. This is not who I am. This is not who I will become. I must find help. Huh. Yeah, that's neat. Robots might not be the only thing we have to worry about here. I've had to start a new journal. Cannot read my previous entries without the whispers tempting me. They do not stop. Every person I see, they tell me to help them. They show me the pain and longing hidden in their eyes. They tell me how these people want, no, need the gifts I can give. All it would take is a few moments with a blade, a bright fountain of crimson to delight the eyes, and all of their pain would be gone. I could do it. I know how to help them. It gets harder and harder to stop myself. I saw a friend today, an old friend from school who's now a doctor for Auntie Cleo. I told him about my dreams. Nothing outright. No, not as foolish as that. I told him it was an old book I'd found and described my dreams and whispers as happening to a character in the book. I asked him how he'd help this character. He looked at me and he knew. He knew. The whispers told me to end his pain, that he'd tell. I got up and left quickly. I did not hurt him. Not. I have to leave Byzantium. He will tell. They'll come for me and lock me away. I must find a secret place. A place I can be alone. A place with no whispers. The whispers have a source, and I have found it. I've taken refuge on an orbital relay station. It's smaller than a worker's hovel, barely a few thousand square meters, but sufficient for my needs. I was able to flee Byzantium with enough bits to purchase supplies to last for decades. It was strange being among common people on the Groundbreaker. The whispers barely stirred at the sight of their ill-fed, scarred, and unwashed bodies. If only there were fewer freighters docking there, bringing real people from Byzantium, I could almost have made a home free of temptation. As I made this place livable, or as much as it can be, I started hearing the whispers from the relay terminal. They told me to listen to the voices traveling through the aether to reach me, calling out to me to help them, alone, lonely, needing my help. I found a way to power down the transmitter. No more voices, and no more whispers. They fell silent. This was not me. It's not. I'm not this foul thing that I have feared for so long. It was the voices in the aether trying to make me hurt others. But I was stronger than they, and I have defeated them. I've already begun making plans to return to my home. Now that the whispers are defeated, I can resume my life again. I can't wait to return. I miss my family and coworkers so much, especially Delilah. Oh boy. This is not gonna go well.
Oh, gosh. He's dead, ain't he?
I hope so. Yeah, he's dead. Relay control terminal passcode. And silencer. Also could have been called the Speedy Bleedy. God. I was so wrong. The whispers did not stop. They have returned. They howl at me, demanding I return home and bathe the streets in crimson. Bright crimson. Beautiful crimson. I can think of only one way to end this. Bloody. Well. That's a whole thing that happened.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Thanks, Ada.
Can we talk?
Of course. What's up, Ellie?
This Roseway business smells. Something tells me things didn't end well for the guy who made the distress call. And whoever or whatever got him will be waiting for us.
Oh, very likely. Do we know anything about who sent the call?
What's there to know, Captain? Shady corporate town caught up in shady corporate shit. Tough luck for them, but maybe an opportunity for us.
Why wouldn't they just call for corporate reinforcements?
With a lot of these companies, the thrashing you take from your boss is worse than whatever a bunch of marauders will do to you.
Eh.
Doesn't exactly encourage calling for aid when there's a fuck-up.
Good point. Could be a trap.
I'm counting on it. Anyway, we might as well take a look out there, see if we can get the jump on whoever's waiting for us.
Cool. Sounds good.
No security. Not that I'm complaining.
Very true.
Hell of a welcome.
You're a corpse. Advanced defensive helmet. I'll take it. That doesn't look good.
Please, clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable by a fine of no less than 10,000 bits. Organic materials detected on roadway. Please ensure mechanisms are free of gristle.
Oh god, that's
Delays
awful.
in loading due to commerce obstruction will be deducted from all staff pay.
More dead people. Operations in the Roseway Laboratory Outpost have been terminated. Will arrange for transportation relocation to one of 3 available worker facilities. Fees will be deducted from pay. If your pay is insufficient, you may apply for a relocation fee alone. Approval requires audit of your work history and permanent record. If you would like to apply for audit, please submit a request form for a place in our surprise audit please list. Include your audit fee paid in full. If you cannot pay for your audit, please apply for an audit fee loan. Approval of loans requires an audit of your work history and permanent record. Thank you for cooperating with Auntie Cleo's relocation and site erasure protocol. Remember that effective immediately, all registered Auntie Cleo workers are strictly forbidden from confirming or denying the existence of the Roseway Laboratory and Outpost. Violating this directive may be punishable by fine, mandatory re-education, or surprise audit. God.
They left their own outside to die? Was it that bad?
Yeah, good question. Huh. This place has a lot of dead people. Oh, and a not dead person. Hey, what's your deal?
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac guard. No one said nothing about fighting no raps.
Huh. Well, guess this answers your question as to where tarmac security is, Ellie.
Somehow, I'm not reassured, Captain.
Yeah, you and me both, ma'am.
So did you send the distress call?
Distress call? From here? Shit. They told me that weren't allowed.
That's dumb. Why not?
Got me. I just do what I'm told, and I was told not to do such.
Huh. Well, what happened?
Alarms went off, raps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall between me and them beasts.
Did you have them caged up?
Forget I said anything about that.
Well, what can you tell me?
Wish they tasted like sissy pig. Them's good eating.
What do they taste like?
Some say chicken. I say the north end of a southbound woolly cow. Anything else you'd like to know?
So who's in charge here?
Scientist, name of Anton Crane. Someone said he's panicking inside the comm center.
Huh, so that's probably who sent the message. Alright, I'm gonna take a look around.
Oh, before I forget, Auntie Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice peddles.
Right. Well, I think that's probably enough for today's episode. So, join us next time when we will explore Roseway and figure out what the deal is with all these raptidons. I'm guessing it's probably that they were doing, you know, experimentations and running, you know, no animals harmed in this, in the creation of this makeup type things. So yeah. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, all that jazz. And do check down in the doobly-doo for links to places to throw money my way. And of course, I always really appreciate when you guys, like, leave a comment or whatever, because it actually really does help with the whole YouTube thing. Like, seriously, if the programs are just ridiculous how much they expect you to actually get before they actually try sharing any of your videos with anybody. You know, whatever. So yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye!